press it again. There.
There we go. Now it's recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
He doesn't know iPhones.
Yeah.
Is it rolling? What is up, everybody? Johnny Smokes here. PCA26 special guest Michael Knowles from Mayflower Cigars. How's it going, my friend?
It's going very well.
I was given this beautiful Mayflower cigar, and I hate to say this,
Yes.
I haven't tried one yet.
Really? Well,
So,
this is a great opportunity.
This is the first. I'm giving it. I want to thank my wife for quick subbing this in here, but
So we have, three major blends. There's some exciting stuff coming this year, but we have the Mayflower Dawn, which is what I'm smoking.
Okay.
The Mayflower Dusk, which is what you're smoking, and then the Mayflower Dream, which is our double Maduro.
okay,
And so I'm smoking them in the order of the day. I start out with the Connecticut and the Cameroon for
Right.
the Dawn. Then I move on to the Habano and the Sumatra for the Dusk.
okay.
And then the double Maduro, which is Pennsylvania Broadleaf and San Andreas Oscuro Binder for the evening. But I'm at PCA, so I'm actually going to do that cycle about 100 times today.
Well, I actually was given from one of your gentlemen over here the Dusk.
Yes.
So I'm going right to nighttime.
Can I say something too? You're not supposed to say this as a manufacturer. They say, "What's your favorite?" So I love them all. They're all different.
Yes.
The Dusk is my favorite.
It is?
It's my favorite. Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's the Dusk. So this is the second year at PCA down here in New Orleans, and as everybody may know, next year it switches to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard a million times people say, "Oh, New Orleans sucks. Oh, Vegas sucks." What's your take? And you don't got to be politically correct, but what is your take on both?
I prefer New Orleans.
Right.
Now, this whole cigar, Mayflower Cigars, is based on my family.
Okay.
On my father's side, 6 of my great-great-great-grandpappies came over on the Mayflower.
Okay.
But on my mother's side, and why I look much more Italian than I look English, is because those guys came from Sicily and Calabria. And my great-grandfather, my grandfather actually when he was a kid, they were in New Orleans. So
Right.
there's a kind of family connection to New Orleans.
Gotcha.
I love the food and the culture. But listen, diversity is the spice of life. So
Yes.
I am actually looking
It
forward
is.
to the Vegas show.
Well, it's funny. It's like my wife. She loves New Orleans. The same thing. The food, just the buildings. The structures, and I love it too. But I'm a Vegas guy.
Yeah.
It's like I said. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, but my heart is in Vegas.
Yeah. I think actually, if you polled most people at PCA, I think they prefer the Vegas show.
Oh yeah, I think
sure.
so.
Right, yeah.
But I look forward to getting back there. Now, moving on to your brand. You said you have some new stuff in the works in the future. Maybe you can't talk about it, but you do have some stuff in the future.
I do. What I will say about it is we're trying to innovate a lot. I mean, this is a very, very young brand.
Mhm.
It really only started about 2 years ago.
Right.
And we were very pleased, thanks to everybody who smoked it, because it had explosive growth right out the gate.
Right.
And so much so that the industry said to me, don't sell it in retail shops. Don't sell it in retail, only sell it online. We sold, the day we launched, we sold 50,000 cigars.
Right.
So they said, it's so much easier, your margins are higher. I have a media platform, obviously,
Right,
so it's easier to do it. And I said, no, I don't care what you're saying. I want to be in the shops because the cigar culture is in the retail shops.
Right.
So I said, I don't even care if you kill me on the margins. We're going to make up for it in volume because that's kind of where the beating
Right.
heart of cigar culture is.
Right.
So now, in a very short period of time, we're in over 100 shops in the country, and we're constantly trying to innovate. So we came out with what I call the Mayflower Compact, which
Okay.
is the Petite Corona.
Mhm.
This is, again, I'm always fighting with my team. My team said, do a cigarillo. I said, I don't want to do a cigarillo. I want to do a small, premium, hand-rolled, long-filler cigar.
Right.
So it's a Petite Corona, 4x38, and the Mayflower Dawn. I call it the Mayflower Compact.
Mhm.
So we came out with that. We came out with the Dream, the double Maduro, which I've been trying to do from the beginning. And all I will say about the most imminent new release
Mhm.
is it is a celebration of the 250th anniversary
Oh,
of
okay.
America. So that's all I'm going to say about it for now, but
That's
I can
all right.
also tell you it's exquisite.
All right. So you're fairly new to the game, cigar game.
Yeah.
And how about what are some pitfalls and some triumphs personally for you?
Yeah, well, look, I'm so please, this is not false modesty at all. We have an unbelievable team at Mayflower Cigars, unbelievable professionals. Who, what's funny is a lot of them knew nothing about the cigar industry.
Right.
I knew actually a fair bit about the cigar industry because I've been smoking cigars since I was 15, and I've spent a lot of time in shops and around writing for cigars. But I don't know anything about business.
Right.
My team knows a lot about business, and so that's been a great triumph. Is just being able to marry those two things. That's how it's really exploded. The pitfalls. The government.
Yeah.
The government is killing us.
Yes.
And it's both parties. Actually.
Yes.
You know, I spend a lot of my professional life focused on one political party, but really it's both parties because it's so easy to come out and say, we oppose nicotine, we oppose smoking,
right?
We're going to raise taxes on and even the tariff threats that came last year made it very, very difficult for retailers and for manufacturers. So, look, it's worked out relatively well. But you're constantly fighting this barrage of regulation.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Guys, this is the last mom and pop industry in America. This is an artisanal industry. It's a crop that built this country, for goodness sakes. Cigars were discovered when Christopher Columbus discovered the New World 500 years ago. I say, lay off, guys. That's the toughest pitfall that we all face.
Yeah, and which I'm sure you heard this a million times. Well, perfect example in lovely Pennsylvania. At the one casino that we go to every once in a while. We used to go there to have a nice smoke. They have bands to listen to it. They outlawed cigars. You can literally, this is no lie, you can sit with a carton of cigarettes, put 2 in your ears, 4 in your mouth, and they don't say nothing.
Can you imagine?
You light this out, it's like you pull a pistol out. I swear to God.
This happens sometimes at bars. In a handful of bars or places where they'll let you smoke a cigarette, and you pull out a cigar, and they say you can't do that. They say why? Because I'm raising the class of the joint here. Come on, this is much better quality tobacco.
Yeah. Oh, this cigar stinks. Really?
Yeah.
Your cigarettes or what? Perfume or what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I gotta bring this up because I know it aggravates Glenn. He hates sports, so I always bring this up for Glenn, who's on the other side of the camera there. Do you follow sports? Are you a sports guy?
I would say that I have, on average, the same love of sports as most guys.
Right.
However, it's different for me. Because most guys, they watch football, they watch basketball, they watch baseball. They like this team, that team. For me, I live in Tennessee now. I breathe the free air of Tennessee.
Okay.
Fled California, Gomorrah by the sea. But when I grew up, and where I started smoking cigars was New York. I'm a born and raised New Yorker. And I grew up in the 90s.
Okay.
I love the Yankees. I am a die-hard, ride or die, all day long Yankee fan, but I don't watch any of the sports. Mets. All right.
Mets.
Hey,
No, listen, I do root for the Yankees when they play the Phillies. Believe it or not, people are like, because it's rare that I like any Pennsylvania teams. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. New York Mets. You name it, I'm like, but the Flyers and the Sixers, I'm a fan. Flyers made the playoffs, by the way. But no, it's I like to ask that on the interviews because it's like you get to hear these little stories. Sometimes people tell you, just like you said, it wasn't just like, oh, I love so-and-so. There's always the story. Hey, I smoked my first cigar here, but I was born and raised here. And sports sometimes opens up the deeper thing. I went to a baseball game with my dad, and then, afterwards we went to the bar, we had a cigar. And,
the place where I had my first cigar down the Jersey Shore when I was 15.
Right.
But the place where I really got to learn about cigars, where they were hand rolling the cigars, and I was too young to buy them, so they just give them to me.
Yeah.
I was trying different, I like this Connecticut shade, this is what a Maduro is. It was in the Bronx. And so my one sports loyalty is to the Bronx.
Okay. Nah, I still right now. I don't know if you know the Mets just lost 9 straight, so I'm a suffering.
You're
Mets
salty
fan.
about it.
Yeah, it's like I don't even watch them now. But Michael, I want to thank you so much. I know there's a lot of people here that want to also get some of that knowledge from you. I want to thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
It's been wonderful, and we'd love to get you on the Johnny Smokes Uncut podcast. There's a lot of people are calling me right now to get me on a podcast, but we want to get you on the podcast. We could talk more cigars, more sports, more alcohol, whatever you want to talk about.
Maybe the Mets will be doing better when I go to the podcast.
I highly doubt it, but we could always wish. So, with Michael Knowles here at PCA26, try the Mayflower cigars. I didn't even puff this damn thing yet. I'm going to do that literally after this, after we hang up here. So from Johnny Smokes, Michael Knowles, take it easy. Thank you.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
that was
Thanks for
perfect.
having me.
No, not a problem.
You know, these little portable mics make it so easy. I tell you,